A few hours ago, we got slammed with a full wave of Honkai Star Rail. The HSR X ZZZ crossover news alone flips a lot of what we thought was coming in this patch. Grab a snack and stick with me. We're covering full 4.5 roadmap, both kits, the reruns, the skins, and crossover news at the end. Hoyo love to shift things once beta actually runs. Well, confusion you guys are having about 15 supply pass giveaway, I've explained it later in the video. So stick to the video, and I've organized Discord only giveaway to join our Discord family for fun competition and future giveaways updates with the 4.5 banner lineup, because that's the part most of you are here for when it comes to pull planning. Version 4.5 first half brings Robin Summeretto, a new 5-star wind unit on the Remembrance path. Second half brings Aventurine Waveflair, a 5-star quantum unit on the Elation path, and both switched paths from the versions we know. Robin goes from harmony support into Remembrance. Aventurine goes from preservation shielding into elation damage. That's a massive identity flip for two existing characters, and I know a lot of you are recalculating your saved pulls right now. Robin Summeretto is built around a resource called Vibes, and she commands 3 summoned companions known as the Summer Songbirds. Every single time your allies attack, or toss out healing, or drop shields, Robin banks Vibes, and as that meter fills, she gradually summons all 3 songbirds onto the field. The moment all 3 are active, she flips into fever state and drops a powerful zone that lets your allies ignore up to 40% of enemy defense. That is a straight massive team-wide damage spike, and on top of that, Robin and her songbirds go immune to crowd control for the duration. Her ultimate is the piece that makes her scary. It instantly advances one ally's action by a full 100%, restores 20% of their max energy, and stamps them as a special guest, so Robin keeps pulling extra vibes every time that ally attacks. That loop gets you to fever faster. The songbirds themselves throw AoE wind damage. They ramp the damage enemies take based on how many are currently out, and they pick up extra damage during fever. She also hands attack or crit damage buffs depending on what each ally is already stacking. She gives energy regen through her bonus abilities, and her technique opens the fight with bonus vibes plus a 30% team-wide damage buff from the very first turn. Honestly, for HP scaling DPS and hypercarry teams, this is one of the strongest premium supports we've seen. That 40% def ignore alone rewrites team math. The expected best team around her is Castoris on main DPS, Robin on support, Evernight on sub DPS/buffer, and Hyacine holding sustain. The whole comp runs on HP fluctuation mechanics, so Robin keeps feeding Castoris' kit while Hyacine keeps the team healthy through the swing. If you already pulled Castoris and your board feels like it's missing a real buffer, she is the higher priority name on your list. Now Aventurine Waveflair is a totally different animal. He's a quantum elation damage dealer who stacks a resource called Fervor alongside the team's shared punchline resource. His skill and his ultimate both generate big chunks of those 2 meters, and every ally attack pushes them higher, so he's almost always primed to unleash his Cheers to the Blazing Summer and the enhanced All-In to the Blazing Summer attacks. Once Fervor crosses its threshold, his talent auto-fires extra elation attacks on its own, and his empowered elation skill eats every point of stored fervor to spit out a long chain of extra hits. This is an explodey AoE profile that works on single targets and groups. He heavily rewards speed, crossing 160 plus speed bumps his elation damage up, and he self-buffs speed, throws out large crit damage bonuses, and scoops more fervor whenever teammates attack. Pair him with other elation units and the multiplier climbs even higher, though he can still run as the only elation character thanks to his self-sustaining mechanics that keeps him flexible when you don't have a full archetype built. With constant area damage, defense ignore options, and elation damage that scales off investment, he's projected as one of the top damage dealers for fast-paced offensive teams. His expected team is Fei Xiao as the main DPS, Aventurine as sub DPS, Topaz as the follow-up attack buffer, and any healer or shielder filling sustain. Topaz pumps follow-up attack damage while Aventurine keeps layering his own follow-up attacks right next to Fei Xiao, building a high-frequency damage comp. Also, you guys are worried for nothing about the 15 supply pass giveaway. A lot of you have been confused, I know. So to be straightforward, it's happening as soon as we hit 22,000 subscribers on this channel, literally like we need 700 more. And the next video right after we hit 22,000 will have the giveaway announcement, where I will ask you all to put your UID and server in the comments comments, then randomly pick 15 UIDs. So just make sure to come very fast on each new video, like video, share with friends, and comment your opinion till we reach our goal. You could be lucky next. Now, the reruns. Reports claim the highest probability ones are Hyacine first, and then Evanescia, both heavily expected to show up this patch. And here's a detail a lot of people skimmed past. Both Hyacine and Evanescia are expected to receive new skins in 4.5, the same way Sparksy picked one up back in 4.4. And that skin release is apparently one of the reasons they're pegged for a rerun in the first place. So if either of them slipped past you the first time, 4.5 is looking like your real window to grab them. So who do you actually chase? Let me break it down by roster. Robin is your pull if you already own the core of a Remembrance team, but you're missing a dedicated buffer. She's speculated to become the new core buffer for Remembrance comps, and pairing her with Castorus is exactly where she pays off. Aventurine is your pull if you're already running the follow-up attack archetype and you want a sub DPS. He moves from pure sustain into damage, so you'll need to bring another healer or shielder to cover that hole he leaves behind. If you've got a finished follow-up team and just need more raw damage, he's the more worth pick. For me personally, I'm leaning Robin first. I already have Castorus and my team is starving for buffs, so that's the pull that actually fixes my roster right now. Okay, now the headline. The HSRX ZZZ crossover. Information indicates the collaboration between Honkai Star Rail and Zenless Zone Zero is confirmed, and this is where things get interesting. There was an earlier rumor that Ye Shengguang from ZZZ would become a playable character over in HSR, but a reliable source later walked that back and called it false, so treat that specific claim as debunked. But it's not impossible later. We've seen collab characters go playable in Honkai Impact 3rd and Genshin, so a Fate-style cross-game unit is on the table, just low odds and maybe limited. Other rumored appearances have Astra Yao and Ellen showing up in HSR as part of the event, and Robin apparently crossing into ZZZ during the crossover. Hold on, Robin in ZZZ is a wild idea for roster fans, but keep your expectations measured. None of the playable character stuff has a reliable source behind it yet. What we do have is timing. Reports claim the patch after version 4.7 is planned as a dedicated collaboration update, and the entire patch is reportedly built around ZZZ crossover content. That's a full collab patch, not a single banner slapped on the calendar. So, this is the thing to watch toward the end of the year. I'm still not completely convinced we get playable ZZZ characters this soon, but if the collab lands well, they might run a part 2 the way the Fate collab did, and that's the part that has me paying attention. So tell me your pull plans. Are you going Robin or Aventurine first? And do you actually believe the ZZZ collab playable characters, or are you waiting for hard proof? Drop it in the comments. That's all for this video. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell if you want the next info the second it drops. Thanks for watching, and peace out.